Christopher Macken, and I am always excited to bring you products that I am really passionate about. Priori Skincare is one of those brands. Not only have I heard about it for years, but I actually use it. It's transformative and scientifically proven to be able to give you the results that you've been looking for. If you've ever looked in the mirror and you've thought, where did that line come from? Or maybe you're seeing some signs of aging, crepiness, Priori Skincare is here for the rescue. They're going to elevate your skin to places that you've never seen before. And I like to say, I found the face that I remember. This is Social Grace Co., and we are live from our studio in New York City. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I want to introduce my guest. My guest is one of the founders of Priori Skincare, Miss Dawn. Thank you so much for being here all the way from California. And if you're wondering who this other lovely person is that was over here, this is our off-the-street guest, Emily, who has some concerns that she wants to get a professional's diagnosis, and then you can walk her through how Priori is going to help her too.
Absolutely. I'm excited to have you here with us today. I always love being able to share whatever we can do in the knowledge world of skincare, right?
I think it's so important, but before we get into that, I really would love, if you don't mind, Dawn, I would love for you to share a little bit about who you are and why you decided to join the Titans. There's 5 founders of Priori Skincare. Why you decided to join them to produce and found what I think is one of the world's most scientifically advanced skincare lines ever.
Absolutely. So first of all, I just have to tell you, I've been a medical esthetician going on 25 years. So I don't know where the time has gone, but for me, it's always been about results-driven products, right? Like we're always looking for something that's going to just give us that little bit of making a change, making our skin look fresher or smoother. And so I personally experienced Priori 15 years ago. So we're a leader in skincare science and biotechnology. But for me, I experienced it. I had clients that said, Dawn, what are you doing differently to your skin? And that is really what got me hooked. And then I started researching the science behind Priori. And when I had the opportunity to join with my other partners to really be able to bring this brand into the hands of so many people, it just was a passion of mine. So I'm excited that we're able to be here today to share that message.
Look, I love it. And again, I am a user of Priori. I like to say that I'm a little bit evangelical about it. I tell everyone what it has done for my skin. And this next thing that I'm going to show you in just a few seconds is not exactly the most flattering of photos, especially in the before, but the after was incredible. I have to tell you all, though, we're not just showing you products today. You actually get to shop them. So everything that we're going to talk about is available for you at socialgraceco.com. All you have to do, go to socialgraceco.com and you get to peruse through all of the products in today's show and much more from Priori. So now that we've covered that, walk along with us. I'm going to kind of embarrass myself a little, to be honest with you. I was one of those people who didn't take very good care of my skin, especially in my early 20s. I lived in Florida. It was baby oil on the beach. I was way too tan, if I'm going to be honest with you. And I'm okay with admitting that. But the damage showed up later on. And so I went to a doctor to have a fairly intensive laser treatment, the erbium YAG laser, which it was something, let me tell you, but it did the trick. And they told me that my expected downtime could be anywhere from 10 to 14 days for my skin to really peel and to look not so flattering. I'm going to show you a time lapse of photos. This is me. Let's go ahead and bring it in there, producer. This is me.
Wow.
Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. I was back to ready to go out the door.
Unbelievable.
So, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a step back really quick. You are a clinical esthetician by trade. You've got the knowledge. Walk us through what we're seeing.
So, first of all, I just have to say the finished product is fabulous because your skin looks amazing. So sitting here next to you, I see that. And this is one of those common things that, we start to see those imperfections, right? So then we want to use these treatments that we know we're going to have some downtime, but we really would like to not have as much downtime because none of us really have the time for that, first of all, right? So when you look at this first picture of you, you can see that it was very intense. And then when we go through the progression, you can really start to see, right, that the skin has lifted. It's bringing that pigmentation to the surface. And what I love is in that third and fourth picture, like you really start to see the fresh skin, the luminosity coming through. And I am just so excited. Like it's unheard of that you in 4 days looked this good after this type of procedure.
4 days. I really didn't have the amount of time, to be perfectly honest with you. I didn't have the amount of time to spend, stuck in the house. And, I was a little self-conscious with the peeling and everything. And so I was amazed that by day 4, my skin was luminous and lifted. Even around the eye area, it was like my eye looked lifted and rested. And I used the Active Recovery Kit.
Yes.
Along with the mask, which we're going to be showing you in just a few seconds.
Yeah.
So first of all, I do want to talk a little bit about the Active Recovery Kit. So this is game changing for me. This sits on my countertop. It goes with me on planes, trains, and automobiles. I love the results. Every step of this 3-step process, it's so easy. They take the guesswork out of skincare at Priori. So walk me through. I love the cleanser. I love the DNA serum, and I am madly in love with the moisturizer. Tell us, how did this help me
get the job done?
Results?
Well, one of the things that you just said that is so important is that this gives you a predictable result. Because in every box of Priori, you could literally pick up any product. In our products, we have complexes. So not just a single antioxidant, we have a group. So like vitamins A, C, E, provitamin A, and basically those are nutrients that really help to increase that cellular repair. And so we call it adaptive skincare, personalized, because the technology mimics your skin biology and your skin chemistry. So for the kit that you used, which is our Active Recovery Kit, these are some of my favorite go-to products. I work with many plastic surgeons and dermatologists, and this is one of those kits that they send you home with, whether it's before or after a procedure that I like to say was a procedure that that was thought through, right? Whether it was a peel or microneedling. Yes, exactly.
I planned it.
But think about this. Sometimes, we're exposed. We get a sunburn, we get a windburn, we have circumstances that are out of our control, right? So this is one of those kits that is great for pre and post, but it's also great for dry skin, combination skin, sensitized skin. But the beauty is when you actually look at your kit, you get 3 products that you used during your healing process. You get our active cleanser, which has our complex. It's QSOD, it's CoQ10, which is really important with a technology called SOD. What I love about it is it helps to suppress pigmentation in melanocytes. And your treatment was all about bringing that to the surface to get rid of it. So this helped during the healing process to suppress those melanocytes.
See, that makes sense.
And brighten.
Look, Dawn, I'm going to be the first to admit, I'm not a scientist. Right? I don't know how, but I am someone who wants my skin to look young and be firm and look fresh.
Right.
And so when I was getting the results, first time I used this, no lie, first time I used it, I was thinking, okay, the cleanser, it's going to make my skin feel a little dry, and then I'm going to have to follow it with something to make it feel moisturized. Wrong. Completely wrong. My skin felt clean. It felt refreshed. And then I moved through every other stage of the process. Dawn, I was hooked from the very first day.
You know what? One of the things I love to share with people, so this active cleanser that you used, it's what we call a multitasking cleanser. So you can use it literally to remove eye makeup, put it on as a flash mask. You do not need a toner or a tonic with it. And you can cleanse with it twice a day, okay?
I do.
Absolutely. And it has like this kind of beautiful experiential essence too. It's kind of like a cream lactic acid, which is very hydrating. Right. And it doesn't strip your skin. Then you have our DNA recovery serum that you used. And
I would drink it.
I'm telling you.
Don't, but I would.
Exactly. And I do not I can be exhausted. I make sure I put that on my face before I go to sleep, because you should cleanse in the morning, apply it, cleanse in the evening and apply it. It's one of those products that really boosts and supports your DNA system in your skin. So it's going to aid in healing much faster. So that's one of the key things that really helped your skin to heal quicker. Okay.
It was amazing.
So third, we actually used your Intense Recovery Cream. And that's the one that was in the jar that you loved.
I love the jar. You guys, the jar is this
Mhm.
airless pump jar that you press at one time. That's all the product that you need. You wipe it clean off the top.
Mhm.
It's not gooky. Your hands aren't going back into the jar to the product that you're going to use next time and contaminating the product. It's clean, it's fresh, it's easy to use, and it kind of doses it out for you.
Absolutely. One of the key things is every pump in Priori is airless. So it literally has a vacuum seal. It pulls every amount of product out so you never waste it. I always joke and say, just when you think it's empty, hit it on the counter, leave it, come back the next time, and you're going to get more product. It just continues to get every ounce, which is great. And, this is a kit that I always like to say, Chris, one of the things is that we're doing all these beautiful treatments, exfoliation and microneedling and dermaplaning, whatever we're doing. We're stripping the barrier. So we want to use products that are going to nurture, soothe, repair, and support our skin. This Intense Recovery Cream that you love so much also protects you from blue light. And blue light, guess where that's coming from right now?
Everywhere.
Exactly.
We're in a studio full of it.
Exactly. It's all around us. It's on our cell phones. So it's emitting this blue light radiation that is causing our cell to trigger things that we do not want, okay? So this is protecting you from blue light as well. So
I'll admit,
yeah.
I used the recovery cream 3 times a day during my recovery process because I could feel it soaking into my skin. All of the products, nothing sat oily on top of my skin. It didn't feel gooky like I had a lot of product on. It was almost like the product intuitively infused into my skin, and I could feel the relief.
Absolutely.
I could feel it calming down my skin, and then by day 4, I had already planned. I'm not seeing anybody. I'm not seeing anybody for 10 days, and then by day 4, I was ready to go out with friends for brunch, and I did.
Yeah.
So
and you looked amazing.
I did look amazing, but there's something else I have to tell you, and I talked about it earlier with the airless pump and the dosing of it. So a lot of products, producer, if we could get back up the picture of the kit one more time, I want to talk about something. So a lot of products, the anti-aging products that you get, one serum can be $200, $300, $400, $500 for something that's going to last you a little under a month to maybe a month. If you're like me, I'm kind of heavy product oriented. I'll use more than probably I should.
More is more.
I think more is more and less is less, personally. If a little bit does a good job, a lot of it does a great job.
Yeah.
So for $185, which is 27% off at socialgraceco.com, you're getting the entire kit, and this would have lasted me almost 3 months.
Absolutely.
Almost 3 months.
Yes.
For $185. For the price of that brunch that I went to, I can have amazing skincare.
And I'm telling you, my plastic surgeons and dermatologists love this product because this is good for everyone. It targets so many different things. And at Priori, because we are about predictable skincare results, we're a biotech company from San Diego, okay? So we're a leader in skincare science. So we know exactly what the complex in the bottle is going to do for your skin. So you don't have to wonder or guess, will this work? It's going to work. It's going to really help, like you just said. I love it when I hear people express how they feel with their skin. You feel firmer. You notice the crepiness be less. You notice the refining of pores and texture, and really the luminosity come back to your skin.
Well, since you said that, let's bring back up my progression photos one more time, because I want to point something out. I want people, as embarrassing as this is, take a look at day 3 and day 4. You see day 3, my eyes look like they were tired and kind of down. Look at day 4.
It's so fresh. It
Lifted,
really is. It
fresh.
is. It really is.
It's moisturized. My skin was soft to the touch.
Yes.
It felt like I had just gotten a new lease on my face. Completely transformative, and it really did the trick.
Because one of the things that happens as we mature, I like to say, we tend to lose volume, right? And so volume is something that we need a little more. It's why people get so many injections, because they want to have more volume.
Right.
So this is naturally going to increase the volume in your skin, which we all need a little bit more.
So I noticed that in my skin because I started looking in the mirror and saying, oh my gosh, my eyes look tired. I had like a permanent bag, I felt like, around my eye. And what I found out was that wasn't necessarily that I had bags under my eyes as much as it was, look, I'll tell you, I'm 40. Well, you know, I'm 40 years old. I'm religious about my Priori skincare regimen, but really I was hollowing out.
Right.
You know,
It
around,
happens.
and
It
it was
happens.
showing the bag, and so
Yes.
it wasn't so much that I'd already all of a sudden developed one.
Right.
I was just hitting the age where it was showing.
And the key is, as we know, you know, it's so interesting. You wake up that one morning and you just go, oh, where did that come from? We've all done that. And it's like, oh, did I have too many cocktails last night? What is going on with my skin? How did that happen? So the key is corrective, right? Treatment that's kind, but also simple because of time. If you can do it in 3 steps and see a result, again, I say, why not do 6 more things? Because I love using products because you see a difference.
You see, well, I definitely, with your products, you definitely see a difference. Have you
Yeah.
ever walked down the aisle at your market or
Right.
at a big box store, and you see some of these beauty products that make these really bold claims, but you know, will it work? Will it not work? You know what? I'm gonna be real honest with you. Take my word for it, someone who has been using it. It's a part of my everyday routine, twice a day without fail, because it's so simple and it's attainable. At $185, you can get home scientifically proven, world-renowned skincare. I have a friend of mine who I bragged
Yes.
about this. She picked it up in Paris.
Yes.
So, you know, you're an American company, but 28
Yes.
markets around the
Yes.
world. Priori's not new, but we are so happy to be partnering with you at Social Grace
Absolutely.
because
Thank
you're
you.
bringing this level of skincare to people at a price that they can get home.
Absolutely. They don't have to just go into their doctor's office to get this anymore. You know, we started our history in the dermatology market and bringing to the market these clinically trialed, predictable medical grade products. And now you can actually use them at home. You can keep it very simple to achieve a result, or you can add in those little extra things that we all need, whether it's our SPF Tetra you're going to learn about or Unveiled, to kind of take it even to the next level.
Love it. So speaking of adding in, I got to tell
Yeah.
you one more piece that I actually used along with this, and I'm convinced it supercharged my results, is the LED red light mask. Now, I used to, some people don't know this, I used to be the creative director of a high-end anti-aging spa where people would come and spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars for one red light treatment, and men were coming in to try to regrowing hair with it. So the red light technology wasn't foreign to me, but I didn't know that I had the power to have a spa-like treatment at home whenever I wanted it. Minimum 5 days a week, I will do this, throw it on my face, enjoy myself, and take a little bit of me time. But for only $395, you can repeat that same very expensive spa-like treatment in the comfort of your own home while you are turning back the hands of time. So, Dawn, number one, I think the mask just looks cool. I feel like a living Picasso.
Actually, you know, we wanted to make it, there's so many things I have to tell you about this. So we wanted, first of all, to make it fun, right? So we did this fun Picasso-like face, but we really wanted to bring a device to the market that was hands-free. Because think about it, so many times we buy a device we love, we use it, but then we put it in the drawer, and then like weeks go, I was like, I need to get that back out. So not only is this hands-free, so you can put it on, which you're going to see today. You can put it on, you could do emails, you know, empty the dishwasher, although I recommend give yourself 10 minutes and enjoy the effects of this. But we also wanted to bring you a device that was FDA approved, clinically trialed, and this technology is proprietary. So a lot of people don't realize.
Tell me more about that.
Yeah, so what I want to share, what people don't know, which is kind of cool, is that light therapy in general, just light therapy, started with NASA, like decades ago. They took it up in space to, you know, to give the astronauts energy. And how do you go up in those little capsules and stay for days? I've never understood how they could do that. So the technology was then thought through, and scientists brought this technology specifically into the dermatology market. And they use these dual wavelengths, which you will see that we're using today, that are proprietary. And what they do when you put this mask on, it's creating this energy in the cell. So in a nutshell, there's no downtime, there's no heat, because there's a lot of masks on the market that create heat. And we don't want heat on our skin. Heat can trigger things we don't want, like pigmentation and redness and breakouts and all kinds of things.
Personally, I just don't like to sweat.
Yes, and
So, you know,
right?
It's just,
Yeah.
for me, it's just about comfort.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah.
break a sweat, which is difficult living in Atlanta.
So you'll see in this mask, each one of these bulbs, it's a dual wavelength, and this is medical grade silicone. So it contours your skin, and wherever this light is emitting on the skin when you put this on, it's creating this energy where the light hits. And that energy is creating growth factors, elastin, and collagen. And the whole idea with that, it means you're going to have firmer skin. You're going to have smoother pores. You're going to have better elasticity. It's going to work on your sun damage. It's an anti-inflammatory. This is one of those things I would say you take it home and anyone in your house can use it. Your mom comes over, she's like, I've got lines, wrinkles, I'm dry, put this on. You know, your teenager has breakouts, your partner's like, hey, I'm shaving and I'm getting all these ingrowns. Like, this is just something that works on really treating every skin condition because of the energy it's creating in yourself to create healthy cells.
Okay, so I got to say something that you have said to me before, and I didn't even think about this either. Yes, it contours beautifully to the face. However, you use it on the décolleté.
I do. You know, one of my things I always tell my clients whenever I do a training, I'm like, take this, leave it next to your bed so that in the morning when you get up, what I do is I go get my coffee, then I bring it in, I put it on my décolleté, hit the timer, it's on a 10-minute timer, let it do the décolleté, move it up the neck. By then I've had enough coffee, I put it on my face, and I at least get my treatment in, because sometimes, you know, we get busy in our day, and I like to make sure that I get my treatment in.
What are you saying, that people tend to get too busy and they put themselves last?
I know.
I think that, you know, I think that we've learned that we need to give ourselves a little love too, and what a better way to do it than to take 10 minutes out of your day and relax and know that you're doing something that is going to lift, tighten, and firm your skin and really help to protect you from father time. I mean, listen, that's not someone I want coming to visit, to be honest with you.
No.
Okay, so we've talked about that, but we also have different products here, and we have a model here.
We do, we do.
So there is a kit for every skin type.
There is. So at Priori, we wanted to create 3 kits. So within those 3 kits, they target specific skin conditions, right? So the next one that I think is like the kit that is, first of all, it's called Face Forward. And these products are ideal for combination to oily skin, or skin that breaks out, skin that has problematic issues. And also, I love this kit for rosacea. Rosacea is like, you know, broken capillaries, and sometimes you get little pustules with it. At Priori, because we're not about, you know, gender. So, because so many times people go, oh, is this a line for men or for women? Or, you know, is this for old skin? I'm like, this is for anyone with skin. Because, right, the key is this is going to help protect you from damage and help repair the damage you've done. And guess what? By the time we're 20, we've actually done so much damage to our skin.
Who are you telling?
I know.
Who are you telling?
Not that we're 20 yet. Hello? No.
Right. That's the goal. That's why I'm using Priori. I want to look 17 again.
Yeah.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. You know, we all make mistakes. I know I did. I was by the pool. I was at the beach. All of that. If you're just now joining us, my name is Christopher Macken, and we are here with socialgracecode.com. As a matter of fact, Priori is joining us in the studio live in New York City, coming to you to share with you one of the world's most innovative and scientifically advanced skincare lines I have ever seen. And I have spent more than 20 years in the beauty industry professionally, and I grew up in my grandmother's beauty shop on the back of her house down in small town Georgia. So I think I like to say I have beauty in my blood. But really and truly, when it comes down to it, we're talking about transformative skincare items that are going to give you the results that you want when you look in the mirror. And more importantly, you'll get the oohs and the ahs from your friends when they go, have you had something done? Little do they know, it's just 3 easy steps and a little 10-minute downtime for you. So the way to shop the show, guys, just go to socialgracecode.com and you can look through every single one of these items from Priori Skincare and get that special deal that only socialgracecode.com can bring you. Okay.
Yes.
So Emily.
So really quick, I was thinking, since we have Emily, this face forward kit would be ideal for her.
Excellent.
Because I love this kit too. If you tend to have, and Emily had told me that she has more combo to oily skin. So this has our gentle cleanser, which has our LCA complex, which is lactic acid, which is hydrating, but gently exfoliating with vitamins. So gentle cleanser she'll be using today. She'll also be using our DNA serum because everyone needs that, and it's in every kit. And then she will be using our Barrier Restore, which is an oil-free moisturizer with cholesterols, lipids, fatty acids, all the good stuff to really give that skin that plump without the weight and no oil.
I love it. So
Yeah.
Emily, we plucked you off the street in New York.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Only in New York you can walk up to somebody on the street and say, hey, do you want to come in here and meet with a clinical esthetician and be on television?
She was like, who are these crazy people?
Know, right?
She's like, I'm a little scared.
So listen, let's dive into this, and I'm going to let you kind of do what you do.
I'll walk her through it.
You, right?
Yes, let me walk Emily through it. So I'm excited, Emily, you're going to use our gentle cleanser. So if I'm going to have you just wet your hands a little bit in this bowl, you've got a towel in your lap, which is great. Let's give you a couple of pumps of cleanser. And then I just want you to massage that onto your skin. So all of our cleansers at Priori, and the one we're using right now is this LCA Gentle Cleanser in this Face Forward kit, is really great because it's a multitasker. So you, again, can use this to remove eye makeup. You can use this as a flash mask. What I like to do is put my cleanser on, leave it on like 3 to 5 minutes, jump in the shower. And then you've got this amazing treatment that's exfoliated. It's really helped to, purge the pore and brighten. I always say that our cleansers start the process of the treatment. So you'll cleanse, and then we'll take this washcloth that you have, dip it in some water, and then just have you gently remove. I'm excited that you're going to get to experience our
I love
unveiled.
this because everyone at home is being able to see this actually live in real time with a real person. It's one thing for me to show you my before and afters and the incredible transformation that happened with my skin. But now you get to see how it really can benefit someone fresh off the street, off of Lexington Avenue.
Exactly, right? Right?
I love it. So can I tell you what I'm already seeing in her skin?
Yeah.
I feel like her skin looks calm.
Mm-hmm.
And is it possible that a moisturized?
You know what it is? It's the lactic acid. See, we use high concentrations of lactic, and lactic is the kind hydrating acid. And then, because this is our LCA complex, then we infuse vitamins, A, C, and E, and provitamin A. Those are vitamins that we need to help our cells be stronger and replenish. So now, Emily, I'm going to have you apply.
Before she puts that on, Emily, can you tell me, how does your skin feel?
Yeah.
It actually feels moisturized, which is really weird.
Yeah.
Normally, when I put on or I wash my face, I almost feel like I strip away, and it feels really dry. But this one almost feels similar to like a serum or moisturizer.
Mm-hmm.
It feels very nice on the skin. I can feel it pulling in the product, and normally I get a little bit red, and I can normally feel it, and I don't feel like I'm red. I'm going to lean on you guys.
You look good. You look good.
You look really good. As
you
a matter
do.
of fact, when you wiped it off, I sat here and I thought, her skin looks calmer. The tone and texture of her skin looks even more even with the first time she's used it.
I will tell you, this is one of the gentle cleanser. I have so many dermatologists that sell this. Every patient gets one of these because any patient can use this product. Across the world, this is one of our top moving products. So I'm excited. I love hearing, the feedback because it is it's like a cream gel. The texture is like a cream gel.
It feels very silky.
Yeah.
It almost felt like I was putting on this feels.
So now you're applying.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This is the DNA serum. There also comes, she just said it comes in every kit. So this is the one that I cannot go without.
Yes.
It's magical.
It is. This, if you have sunburn, windburn, problematic, it works on every skin condition to make it better. Okay. And when I say make it better, that means just even exposure. So now the beauty is this is on a preset timer. So Emily, you're going to put this on your skin. Okay. And then once Emily has it on, she's going to push the button, and then it's actually going to be on for 10 minutes. So we're going to let her treat while you just hold it down. There you go. And now she's treating.
Okay, so the
Yeah.
thing that I'm noticing about, even though it had the mouth cut out, it has the mouth cut out on
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Do you see how her lips are just enveloped with the red light?
Yes.
So it's targeting
all those vermilion lines that we don't want.
Oh,
It's really
vermilion, that
working on
sounds-
all those lines around the lips. So the beauty with this mask is that no downtime, no heat, you can travel with it. And I have to tell you, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this is, a magazine that everyone knows, but we're in beauty awards this month for June and July, which is a big deal.
It doesn't
Big deal.
surprise me though.
Yes,
I mean,
yes. We've had many awards with our products and our masks.
what's the science in it?
It is.
Y'all, you take
works.
so much time
Yes.
to develop products
Yes.
that are innovative, scientifically advanced, and you said it earlier, and I
Yes.
love this word that they
Yes.
use, predictable
Yes.
results. That just, it rang in my head. It made sense because I know every time I talk to someone exactly the results that they're going to get when I tell them, oh, you have got to try Priori. It's incredible. It's going to change the way you think about what your skin, what is capable of. If you've looked in the mirror and you've ever thought to yourself, I just really don't like the tone and texture of my skin, or I really have some uneven spots or maybe some dry spots. I'm going to tell you, speaking of the red light mask, during the last year when we were all at home, you've heard of Mask Me.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
developed some dry patches of skin on my face, and just a normal moisturizer wouldn't get rid of it. And I thought, this is so strange. Like, what is this? Where is this coming from? After using the red light mask combined with the active recovery kit, gone, completely gone. My skin has never felt softer, to the point that sometimes I have to watch myself so I don't look like a crazy person. I like to kind of touch my cheekbone right there because it feels so smooth.
Yeah. You're like, what is that? I'm really glad you brought that up because, that's one of the things people are asking. Like right now that everyone's taking their mask off, right? They're like, what can I use? One, they haven't seen their skin as much out in the light, right? Two, everyone, including me, which is crazy because I never break out, but wearing the mask really caused me to get breakouts. It was stressing me out. So the key is this unveiled mask is one of those things because it's an anti-inflammatory as well, and it's creating that healthy energy in the cell, and that healthy energy is aiding in healing because it's creating growth factor and collagen with no downtime. So when this technology first came out, you could only get it with the physicians in the dermatology offices, and you'd go in and lay under a canopy for like 30 to 45 minutes, and you could only maybe go in and do it once a month. Now, my doctors, my high-end resorts, my med spas, they love that they can send patients home with this and have a clinical treatment at home. And if you go to Social Grace, right, it's on there. They can see the clinicals.
You can see all the clinicals at socialgraceco.com. You can see the scientific evidence that backs up everything that Priori does and the results that people are getting from it. If you've ever walked through a grocery store and seen magazine covers with models, or maybe you've seen an interview with celebrities on there and you wonder, how in the world do they stay so young? Your celebrity clientele loves Priori, and there's a reason.
Yes.
It works.
It works.
It just works.
Yes.
We're here with Dawn from Priori, one of the founders. We also have Emily, plucked off the streets in New York City, right off of Lexington Avenue, and she is going through the process of using the Face Forward kit.
Yes.
Now, I just told you all about why I'm in love with the Active Recovery Kit and how it helped me through a very invasive procedure for me to look my best. But now, you have addressed Emily's concerns and said that you think that the Face Forward kit is perfect for her.
It is, because Emily had told me when we asked her to come in off the street, I was like, what are some of your skin concerns? And she's like, who is this woman asking me these questions about my skin? Because she is beautiful, she's young. And, one of the things that we're finding, right, is that and I wish that we were more aware of it in our 20s. Like these 20-year-olds they're learning like, oh my gosh, I need to do things to protect my skin from oxidative stress, which is in the environment. It's pollution. It's all the things that we're exposed to in our environment that cause skin damage and things that we don't want to see on our skin. So Emily had said, hey, I get some breakouts randomly. I get a little oily sometime in the T-zone, but sometimes I'm also dehydrated. So the Face Forward kit is ideal for her, because the gentle cleanser is going to work. The DNA, again, is like, you must have that product if you have skin. I tell everyone you must have that product. And the oil-free moisturizer, Barrier Restore, is going to give her the nutrients, the lipids, the cholesterol, the things that we don't want stripped from our skin. It's going to really infuse that and really give her that hydration without weight. No weight, no oily residue on the skin.
I love it. So
Can I
Emma,
just add that my hands,
Yes.
oh my gosh, feel so soft.
Don't
Yeah.
so that's you just brought up something, and I'll
Love
admit
it.
that I do this with my DNA serum.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
actually rub it into the back of my hands
Yes.
because hands show age.
Yes.
And people always go, "What can you do for your hands?"
True.
They show age. So I thought, well, if it's good enough for my face, it's good enough for my hands too.
Absolutely.
I rub it into the back of my hands
Yeah.
every single day.
Mhm.
So do you mind if I would normally, this is rude, I would never ask this. Do you mind if I ask how old you are?
No, I just turned 26.
Just turned
She's
26.
a baby.
So Dawn, what we were just talking about earlier,
Yeah.
she now knowing that she has the
Yes.
products and the tools to be able to fight off all of that stuff that causes the damage that we didn't
Right.
really pay attention to when we should have.
Mhm.
Now she may never have to go through a laser like what I went through to correct that damage.
That's the whole key. And also, guess what? When we get a breakout, right? If we don't get that under control, it can lead to scarring and it can lead to pigment. So our products are very anti-inflammatory as well. Guess what? Anti-inflammatories, that's why we drink green juice, right? And healthy internal stuff, because we need internal anti-inflammatories. We need them topically as well to have the healthiest skin that we can have. So this is going to be the ideal kit for Emily's skin and Emily's concerns.
So Emily is wearing the mask, and if
Mhm.
you're wondering, oh gosh, well, how long is she going to keep that thing on?
Mhm.
Priori's kind of taken the guesswork out of it for you.
Mhm.
It's already preset for 10 minutes. So right now
Mhm.
her skin is taking in all of those amazing waves, right, from the
Yes.
ultraviolet red light. And tell me, what is happening in her skin right now?
So what's happening is, first I want to ask Emily, do you feel anything? Do you feel like anything on the
I
skin?
feel absolutely nothing. I was a
So,
little nervous because I
Yeah.
was like, it's red. Am I going to be hot?
Yeah.
I do get flustered in the face very
Right.
easy.
right.
But I don't feel any temperature change, actually.
So you know what it does? What's happening is it's creating this energy. And I always say, what's very interesting, the human body is a miracle machine, right? It's always repairing itself. And so when you wear this mask, and I always say, if I do this in the morning, this tends to give me more energy because it's very energizing to the cell. But if it's the end of the day and I use it, it tends to relax me. There are many times I wake up and I go, oh, I got my mask on still, I'm like, oh, I was exhausted. So it sinks in with your energy depending on the time of the day, but you're not going to feel heat. It's very soothing. It's like a big hug, to be honest. It's like a big hug for your skin.
Well, I'm the first to admit, and apparently I have no shame. I'm just showing you all these pictures of myself, but I like to take my 10 minutes. I will pour me a cocktail or a mocktail, and I will sit back. I will sip it through the hole in the mask, and just kind of enjoy myself and know that, again, I'm getting a treatment.
Exactly.
People have paid hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars for one visit to go lay underneath these lights, and now I have it in my own home, and I only had to pay for it once.
Exactly. So your timer is up. This is exciting. Let's take your mask off.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So what we've done so far, we have gone through the cleanser.
Yes.
We have gone through the DNA serum.
Yes.
And then she did the 10 minutes of the red light.
Yes.
Now what's happening?
Now we're applying the Barrier Restore. So those are the 3 products in your Face Forward kit. Not to mention that kit is going to last you 2-3 months. You're going to use the products. You can apply it all over your skin. But this kit retails for $150, which is like amazing. The
Only
savings in this
$150.
for all 3 full-size products.
And again, when she says full size, these products are going to
Yes.
last you so long.
Yes.
That if I was the only one using it in my house,
Yes.
it would have lasted me closer to 3 months. But all you married people out there, once you start doing something, then your spouse wants to
Yes.
do it too. So we were both using it, and we still had well over a month worth
Yes.
of use
Yes.
out of it. I mean, the quantity that you're getting is unsurpassed in the market.
It really is. And so now I mean, honestly, your skin is beautiful, but it looks fresh. You look glowing. You look luminous. You have to look into the camera. And I'm excited. We have to talk about one more kit, but then we're gonna have Emily also apply the Tetra to her skin.
So Tetra is something that I have been waiting for with bated breath. This
Yes.
product, I
Yes.
was so excited because it took you a while to
Yes.
create
Yes.
the science behind it.
Absolutely.
And make sure that you were creating something that was basically globally game changing in the world of skin defense.
This is what we call at Priori. This is like next generation protection. This is so much more. First, it is an SPF 55, which is amazing, right? But we know there's a million SPFs on the market. What I love about this, Tetra means 4. So this protects you 4 different ways, okay? So when you look at the box too, you'll notice on the screen it says GPF. That means genetic protection factor. So what this product is doing is it's protecting you from blue light because it has DNA repair as well. DNA repair, blue light protection. It has IR, which is sun radiation protection. You go out, the sun is emitting radiation rays that can trigger pigmentation and other things. So this is protecting you from that. And it has an antioxidant complex that's protecting you. All of that in a sun protection. But what people go crazy about, and I've got to pump some on your hand first.
Please.
What they go crazy about, and Emily, I'm going to pump some for you. You're going to apply this to your face. They love the fact that this has a universal color. So show the camera. Do you see how it has a color? That color will go on every skin tone. Instead of having that white, chalky,
Oh my God, it matched my skin.
it blends in with whether you are any skin tone, from fair to warm. This is going to blend in, and it's not going to look chalky or blue. You know how some sunblocks can look kind of opaque or blue? So this won't. So Emily, go ahead and apply it to your skin. This is what I call the insurance to all the good treatments. Like, you can never go outside without this product again.
Okay.
You've done this amazing laser. You must wear this product because you have beautiful results. And so I say, if you're going to really invest in your skin, if you can only get one thing, this is your must have, because everyone has to have SPF protection. That's a given. But then when you can add all these additional levels of protection, I have my derms and plastic surgeons that sell hundreds of this product. Every patient gets one.
Well, I kind of want to point out something else really quick. I don't know if we can get in here on my hand again, but in all honesty, if you've put sunscreens on before, they're greasy, they're oily, they sit on top of the skin. It has infused and become a part of my skin. It feels like nothing but soft, dry, moisturized skin compared to my other hand that now feels like sandpaper. Can I have some on this hand, please?
Absolutely.
I would like to have balanced hands, Dawn.
Yes, I'm sorry.
God,
I know, I'm actually going to put
there
some on
with
mine
crazy
too.
looking hands.
Do you know that I use this product day and night? Because I'm like, guess what? We're in front of cameras and TVs and things that are emitting light rays that we don't want to damage and age our skin. And Emily has it on, and it looks stunning. Look at Emily's skin.
I would say a majority of the sunscreens I use, and just sunscreen in general, it's fairly oily, which is why I've always been, I would say, a little against using it because, like I said earlier, I get very oily in the T section.
Right.
And this one almost feels like it was like matte on my face. And it feels really nice, and it feels like it's almost pulling back the oil, or like
controlling it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you a clinical question. This is the time for your expertise to step in, because I don't know. When Emily came in, she was really concerned a little bit about, she had some minor breakouts and some uneven tone and texture. What can she expect to achieve from the Face Forward kit?
So the Face Forward kit is really going to work on refining pores, refining texture, helping to control oil, but also giving your skin the nutrients to be luminous and glowing and firmer and protect you, because you have beautiful skin, right? And we just want to encourage, you know what I always say, Priori, because we are adaptive skincare. Adaptive, that means when you pick up a bottle of Priori, it adapts to what your cell needs because it mimics our skin biology and our skin chemistry. So in a nutshell, it's going to protect her skin, it's going to refine pores, it's going to work on any sun damage that maybe we don't see now, but it could be pulled out from the laser.
Trust me, it will. You may not see it right now, but listen, if I could go back to my 22-year-old self, I would say, get off the beach.
Yes.
Or at least cover up your face.
Wear your Tetra now that we have it. And we have Tetra for lip, you guys, which is so exciting.
It's
That is
monumental.
new.
So I have
That
a
is new.
question.
Yes.
Can I like jump in a pool with it? Like, will
Absolutely. I'm so
Okay.
glad you asked. It's 80 minutes water resistant and
Okay.
80 minutes sweat proof.
That
So
was a really good question.
Well, because
And I kinda- Emily's out here for my job, y'all. I should have asked that question. Emily's trying to take my job. Could you leave, please? No, I'm just teasing. I'm just
Yeah.
teasing.
Yeah.
So-
She's a skin intellectual. You know, that's a real thing. Emily, talking to her, I was like, she's a smart girl. Like, she's a skin intellectual. You know, we call them, they're the ones who know ingredients, and they're like researching things, and why do I need this versus that, right?
Listen, when Dawn and I said, listen, let's try something new. Let's run out on the street and see if we can find somebody
Yeah.
who's willing to come in here
Yeah.
and go through. I thought to myself, is that a good idea? Like, should we? I'm so glad that we met you, though. So we have talked about the Active Recovery Kit, which I am addicted to. I use. I've got great results with it if you've watched the whole show. And then we talked about the Face Forward Kit, and Emily went through the entire process of using it because it's perfect for her skin. Now I want to talk about one more kit.
Yes.
This is
Keep it bright.
This is the Keep It Bright kit, but it's
Yes.
right on track with what everyone is talking about right
It
now,
is.
and that is plant-based skincare.
Absolutely. We call this our Nature-ceutical. So our other kits are your cosmeceutical. It's the best you can get from science, bioengineered to mimic the cell. Now, our Nature-ceutical is plant-based. It's all botanical. So maybe you want botanical because of a health condition or a lifestyle situation, or you just want to really, you enjoy that clean beauty plant-based product.
Right.
You don't have to compromise a result with this product, because in this kit, you are getting our natural cleanser, and this kit has our formulation complex called TTC. That is triple turmeric complex. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is turmeric 1 has been used for centuries. It's amazing for the skin. We chose it, and this is a special formula that doesn't stain your skin. So it doesn't look orange or red, but you get all the benefits: anti-inflammatory, antifungal. So this kit is ideal if you maybe want plant-based, but you're still breaking out and you're oily, or maybe you're dry and you're concerned with your sun damage. This is targeting those things, because guess what? Turmeric is also what we call a melanocyte suppressor. It says, hey, pigment, go to sleep, be less active, and it works on brightening. So this encompasses all those things, Nature-ceutical, not compromising results. So you have in this our natural gel cleanser, and it has plant surfactant, so it kind of gets a little foamy, but it also has an ingredient, and I know we were talking about this, it has apple, which has, it has malic acid.
I was just, and I told you this before, I want all of you at home to know this too. I was just reading, like just a few days ago, reading up on the science behind the enzymes and the extracts that are coming from the apple, and how incredible it is for the anti-aging process. It's on the lips of everyone right now.
Yes, yes.
Priori has just perfected it by
Absolutely.
putting it into your patented formulas that are giving us, again, I hate to say, predictable results.
Absolutely. So you've got that natural cleanser with a light, nice foam. Then you have, of course, DNA serum, because everyone's getting DNA serum morning and night after you cleanse. And then you have our beautiful luxuriant cream. This is one of our go-to products. My dermatologists love this product, especially if people they're on topical medications that can really sensitize their skins. This is a great product to calm and soothe, but it really hydrates. It's got shea. It has ingredients. It has this vegetal wax that kind of locks in the moisture, helps prevent crepiness when you sleep. You know how when you sleep on your side? I try to sleep straight.
Same, girl.
But
Same. I try to sleep sitting up if I could.
Right. So it works on firming.
Yes.
Lots of firming.
And that's, speaking of firm, I've got to tell you, look, I'm just going to say it. That's something that I have gotten from Priori every single time. My skin feels tighter, lifted. I also read a study where they asked people, what do you view as aging? And what most people said was it wasn't a little fine line here or there.
Right.
They were talking about creping, sagging skin. Now, I will tell you, look, I'll turn to the side.
Yes.
Again, I'm telling you, I'm 40. So everything here was
Yes,
lifted. My
yes.
eyes feel more rested. The skin of the apples of my cheeks are more supple and more
Yes.
full. And even I have noticed a tightening around my jawline.
Yes.
This is something that my friends have even stopped me and said,
Right.
your skin looks incredible. People have stopped me at the airport and said, you've
Yes.
got beautiful skin. That's a big compliment, and I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And I'm the first one to go, it's not natural, it's Priori.
Yes, yes, yes.
Priori did it all. I'm convinced.
I've had the same thing. I've been in the grocery store and I've had women go, excuse me, are you using a makeup, a skincare? Like your skin is just so, and I'm like, well, let me tell you about it. You know, of course I have to tell them about it.
You have to, and you should.
Yeah, so it's pretty exciting. So this kit, Nature-ceutical for lifestyle choices. And really anyone could use this. Combo, oily, dry. And again, you know what I always say? Think about this. In a 30-day time frame, our skin goes through many changes. We could be traveling like we are in the airplane, starting to travel again, right? We get dehydrated. Maybe we had a couple of cocktails. You know, who knows what's going on, but we can get dehydrated. So the key is, you may need this during like certain times, and then you may be traveling to where it's very humid. So I always tell patients and clients, you know, you might rotate through different products depending on hormonally what's going on with you, depending on your lifestyle at the moment and your environment.
Well, so for all of you at home, I've got to tell you, Priori for myself has been a game changer in what I thought my skin was capable of. You know, I'm not 20 anymore, and I accept it wholeheartedly. Let's face it, no pun intended. We're going to get older, you know, doesn't mean that we have to look at, there's a reason that the celebrities have been able to look as young as they have been able to look. And that's because they had access to the science behind the technology that's in Priori. Priori is a company that just decided to bring it to all of us, which I think that we could be very grateful for that. You know, I would love to see if the producer could just pull up all of the different kits in the order that we had them really quick, because I would love to talk about and just re-hit all of them. Everything that we are talking about right now, you can get home. All you have to do is go to socialgracecoat.com, read the clinical results, see what everyone is raving about in Priori. This is the active recovery kit. This is the one that I used when I went through my treatment. I showed my progression pictures early. They told me I was going to have a 10 to 14 day downtime. I was down to 4 days and I was back out the door. My skin luminous, more beautiful than it ever had before, and my face looked lifted. Madly in love with it. What we got next? We have the Face Forward Trio set. This is the kit that Emily just used live and in real time.
Yes.
Emily, how does your skin feel?
Feels great. It feels, I put actually a little bit down here because you said décolleté, so I was like, okay, let me put some down. And it actually feels really, it feels like, I don't even know how to explain it. It feels fresh. It doesn't feel oily. I don't know if this is possible to explain, but like I can feel it like pulling in the product.
No, I know exactly.
You know what I'm talking about?
I'm not a clinical esthetician, but I even told her I feel my skin drinking in.
It's like drinking water for your skin.
Delivery. That is delivery. That is the complexes that we use of antioxidants delivering to say, hey, cell, get off the couch, get on the treadmill, and start performing. That's what it's doing. It's waking everything up.
Normally, when I put skincare on, I get red. So I don't have a mirror. I normally get red here.
No, you
and I get red
amazing.
here. None?
Your skin has a glow to it.
Really?
Yeah. You have a rosy glow that is reminiscent of youth. So I've been in the beauty industry for a very long time. You know, that's why people invented blush, is because it gives us back that rosy, youthful glow to our cheeks. Well, using Priori, we can get that natural glow back to our skin again without having to compromise what we're doing to it. You're giving the nutrients that your skin is going to drink up, and thank goodness we have people like Dawn in our world who can be behind the scenes creating these products, delivering them to us, so that they can sit on my countertop at home and I can know that I'm going to look as young as possible for as long as possible. So that's the Face Forward kit. And then we have the Keep It Bright kit.
Yes.
All about the science of plant-based
triple
technology.
turmeric complex.
Yes.
Triple turmeric, nutraceutical, really plant-based, giving you that clean beauty, but all plant with turmeric to give you that anti-inflammatory, that antifungal, wound healing.
And then to top it all off, I'm telling you, treat yourself to this mask. You have to have this. If you have ever thought what it would be like to be able to go to a spa and receive the LED treatments that cost hundreds of dollars for only $395, you can have one of your own at your disposal at home with patented wavelength technology that is exclusive only to Priori. Supercharge your results and watch your friends ooh and ah over the results that you're going to get every single time. Every week, I think my skin just looks better and better and better. Last but certainly not least, we have to talk about Tetra.
Yes.
We didn't, I will tell you, at Social Grace Co., we did not know if we were going to be able to get this because it was so new. The technology released from Priori, and we couldn't be happier. One more time, go through what Tetra is, what it does.
So Tetra meaning protecting our skin 4 different ways. So I always say to my clients, this is next generation protection. You know, we've always known that we need to protect with zinc and titanium, which is in here. But this is an SPF 55 that's gone to the next level. This one being 80 minutes water resistant and sweat proof. But now we've added the DNA serum that you're getting in the kit is also in here. So there's DNA serum. There is blue light protection. Remember blue light from our cell phones and all that. We need protection because that is also triggering responses that we do not want to see in our skin. This also has that infrared sun radiation, IR protection, to really protect us from radiation from the sun, which can trigger pigmentation and damage that we don't want. So this is why you see on the box GPF, genetic protection factor. But then it's got the beautiful color guide that smooths our skin.
Smooths it all out.
It really gives your skin, it just refines it. Like, for many people like myself, I put my skincare on, I put my Tetra, I put a little mineral powder and some blush, and that I'm out the door, like quick.
Dawn, I have to tell you, I can't believe that it's been almost an hour.
I know.
It has flown by. Before we go, I have to tell you all, another one of my favorite products is the Soothing Balm from Priori. This is my personal one. I use it on my hands. I use it on if you have dry elbows, I even will use it on my lips instead of a chapstick. Moisture through the roof. Guess what? This is a free gift with purchase for any purchase over $85. And the way you purchase is just go to socialgraceco.com where you can find everything Priori and that we've talked about in this show and much, much more. You guys, it's been an hour.
I can't even believe it. And remember, the Soothing Balm has our triple turmeric complex. So it's so healing.
It is. Look, I'm madly in love with it. I never leave home without it. I have it right here.
Me too. I have it in the car, in the pocket, in the bag. I got all over.
I cannot tell you how happy I am that you joined me today. And Emily, thank you for letting us take you off the street and do a little bit of a
It was a little scary, but I mean, I'm really happy I came.
We're nice people.
Yeah,
we're nice people at Social Grace. Thank y'all for joining me in this.
Thank
you so much for tuning in and joining us on a little bit on this journey. I hope you tune in each and every week and make sure that you always follow us on our Facebook page because we have shows all the time, just like this, exclusive just to Facebook. Again, my name is Christopher Macken, and this is Social Grace Co. We appreciate you so much. And until next time, be good to yourself and to everyone else. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you.